Thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on now to the next part of the show. Sisi has joined us. Sisi, good to have you on Sports Tonight. You are happy your guests are in camp now, getting ready.
Obviously.
But let's talk about the guests very quickly. Everybody is in now.
Yes.
Are we still expecting anybody?
No, Francisco Odega, Desire Nozi, Esther Sunday, all of them. Assistant Oshola, of course. The 4 foreign base players that were expected,
everybody.
they are all, Desire Nozi, they are all.
I heard the Malians are also in town.
Yes, 5 p.m. they arrived today, 5 p.m. And of course, the game 4 p.m. Abuja National Stadium. Hopefully, they will definitely get to, because just yesterday they played a test match against a boys team at Santos Soccer Academy. It ended 1-1, and it was the boys who scored first. Of course, Francisco Odega, scored the only goal. That was actually to ensure that the foreign-based players who just came were able to blend with the girls that have been in camp. And of course, actually, according to the coach, said it went well. So he saw a lot of things and all that. So Friday's game is definitely going to be a good one for the Falcons. Of course, they will definitely pick a ticket for the All-African Games All-African Games proper.
What about the World Cup? Is this some
kind of Olajo was saying actually that in June they will obviously get to play warm-up games in Canada. So from all indication, the Super Falcons may not even play games here in Nigeria before moving on. So they're going to have a warm-up matches in Canada. That's where the camp it's going to be. So they're going to leave early, maybe 2-3 weeks before the tournament starts, then have the training camp. Then before, that's just the only thing they're definitely going to do. Because we're going to have, like today, and Germany is actually playing Brazil in a warm-up game, which is really huge.
Very
and,
the
US have played England already, but we don't have that. Hopefully, when we get to Canada, can get to play maybe some of these big teams. That's if they will really be ready to play us, because at that time it's really close. But I think the teams you're going to play will just be club sides, Canadian club sides, and maybe some of that smaller teams. That's what's going to happen.
All right. Is Coach Edwin still going to throw the door open for more players?
No, I'm not sure he's going to do that, because he said he's going to stick with the players that have been with him for a while, because there's really no time to actually experiment with players at all. There's no time for that.
Okay, all right, thank you so much, Izzy, for giving us that update. But let's quickly come home now and talk about capacity building. If there is anything that this Nigeria Football Federation has been doing in terms of trying to improve the game, it's been capacity building. They've sent coaches abroad for training, they've sent referees abroad for training, and they are really trying to build capacity. What is up next for the NFF, the new NFF? What they're trying to do is that they're trying capacity building programs for club medics, Dumnodi, teams and the doctors and physiotherapists in the league will have an opportunity of working with the team doctor of the Super Eagles and the physio of the Super Eagles to know how to handle players and injuries that they pick up during these games. And that is very, very instructive, Dumnodi.
Commendable, but how many of these clubs have trained medics?
That's
That's the one that carries water and blocks.
Real medics.
Medics. How many of them have? So if I take the experience of my experience with one of the clubs, I don't want to mention their name because it's going to be embarrassing to the government of that state. They don't know where leg or where foot or where hamstring is. So yeah, the NFF should be very strategic. There should be.
This is a good one.
They should be strategic. Be specific on the number of clubs. If you have a trained medic,
and I think it's important for all the clubs to have
somebody who does not have any kind of training in any kind of health training should not go for that kind of capacity building.
I think the message.
You can't carry a mechanic for that kind of a training.
I think the message now is that all clubs, professional clubs, you should begin to have a certified doctor, certified physiotherapist working with you. And this is also a good one. The team doctor of the Super Eagles, Ibrahim Guaran, is going to the United Kingdom, sponsored by FIFA, for a football medicine strategy for player care and science summit. And these are some of the knowledge that we want impacted on the clubs.
What about the Super Falcons?
They are in camp.
And the recent thing is that, they have a psychologist now to actually sign them up for...
A new psychologist as well for the team. All right, so that's one, and is a courtesy of the Nigerian Football Federation, the National Sports Commission, and we want to see this knowledge transferred to our clubs as well. Dumnodi, final part of the show tonight. State FA Cup finals, 3 results you have for us tonight.
Yes, Kano Pillars are the champions of the FA Cup in Kano.
Expectedly in Kano.
One new victory over Kumi Market FC. Well, it's expected. In Gumbi United took out Doma
5-1.
5-1.
And the one we've been waiting for, BJ Foundation. In Edo State, they beat our dear Kukuruku Dragons 2-1.
Well,
the coach of Kukuruku Dragons is my very good friend, Sani Sadauna. His boys put up a good fight, but it wasn't just good enough.
The story of the Edo State FA Cup is a story of you've seen on teams that you hear all manners of name. In Edo State, you hear Benin Bypass, you hear Dynamite Force, These are clubs that they just wake up from. These are boys that you pick from. You pick them train together, come together, play the FA Cup. They may not get as far because I think in recent time the only time a club in Benin City will get close to the group phase was in 2012 when you had Dynamo Force. We're in the same group with Rangers, Sharks, in the same group. So I think for BJ Foundation and Kukuku Dragons, we're expecting more for them. We call them dark horses. But the other part of it is that they're going to be playing the rookie stage.
Rookie stage. Almost all the teams will be playing rookie stage.
The teams in Lagos, they'll play a lot of
rookie stage. All right, so that's it. Tomorrow, Delta will be playing the final. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But we have to wrap it up on this note. Endurance Obemudia, he says he loves to watch Sports Tonight every 9 p.m. He makes sure his family stay glued to the TV. And I'm sure he's enjoyed tonight's edition as well. It's an abridged edition of Sports Tonight. A lot of comments on Twitter asking us, the Nigerian Football Federation, that we should tell the Nigerian Football Federation not to underrate any team, be it Chad, be it Tanzania, be it Egypt. Take everything serious so that the Eagles can fly again. That's how we have to wrap it up on Sports Tonight this Wednesday. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye now.